It's drama and then it's West End musical, back to back.
1 minute they'll be crying and then the next minute they'll be laughing.
It's real and it's got a real heart.
It's amazing.
We are Billy Elliot.
We are Billy Elliot.
We are Billy Elliot. I'm Nick Evans, I'm resident director of the London production of Billy Elliot. A resident director has a kind of very complicated role really because it has to look after so many aspects of the show. On Billy that means making sure the adult cast are looked after and that I'm responding to any needs they have. But particularly interesting on this show is obviously working with such a large child cast and making sure that they're looked after and that their shows are consistent and exciting and all the things they should be. So that's quite a complicated role in the sense that we take them from auditioning them right through the process to their first night and indeed their last night. A big part of the job really is when you first work with particularly the Billies in training, but all of the kids really, is having to tell them about what life was like in the 1980s, you know, whether that's about what a Rubik's Cube was or about who Maggie Thatcher was. The really interesting thing about Billy Elliot is it's a show about community as well as about a boy who wants to dance. It's a show about a community going through this incredible experience in terms of the strike and how the difficult events and the challenges of the miners' strike actually brought that community together in so many ways. And that definitely kind of has an effect on the cast and company of the show. It does feel like there's a kind of community off stage as well as on stage. And whilst, you know, any family kind of has its moments which feel harder or people get tired and things like that, there's this remarkable energy that people feel very much together, and it's one of the happiest shows I've ever worked on because people really care about each other over and above what their job is to do, you know. I really enjoy as well that sort of fusion of kind of the adult actors and the kids because they come with just different perspectives. I work with really experienced, really impressive actors who've got a wealth of experience, and sometimes you're working with someone who's won Olivier Awards or won every award that's out there, and an 11-year-old who's never acted before, and finding a way through that I think is a real challenge and really exciting. Usually we have 4 Billies, so that they're in rotation, so they have to do kind of, it'll differ from week to week, but they'll do 2 performances and 2 standbys. At any given time, there's 3 Billies in London, 2 in the theatre doing the show, and 1 who's a kind of an extra in case we have unexpected injury or illness, so that the show can always go on. Funny things happen all the time. The best thing about this job is you do laugh, and you know, you laugh all the time, and it's just little things really, you know. I always enjoy it when the kids start, and there's a few instances of swearing in the show, and when they come to me open night and say, "Can you explain what that word means?" And I go, "Not really." It is such a magic show in so many ways, in so many levels, and it's kind of a formula that you can't easily explain. The combination of the story of the boy and the story of the strike, there's something really very special. It's never been done, and really sort of wows audience night in, night out.